my shop in the chief's office here, we've been rebuilding from the ground up since 2019. Well, Rochester is very unique, and there's actually a lot of cities across the nation that face the challenges I faced, and through PSP we were actually able to hook up with cities who have similar issues and get some resources and get some ideas. Having folks with that experience and having the resources to help us do that was just invaluable. We developed our non-fatal shooting strategy from New York State as part of the GIVE initiative, but PSP was part of us starting to look into that.
I supervise our criminal investigation section, and our main area of focus is non-fatal shootings. Bullet-to-body shootings in the city of Rochester. My team of supervisors and detectives will be the ones ultimately to investigate that. So the Public Safety Partnership came in, sent some subject matter experts, did a review of our whole department, and specifically we asked them to look into how we handle non-fatal shootings and how we can improve and how other areas are doing it. And so our department adapted, found some money through the GIVE program, the Gun Involved Violence Elimination Grant, and utilized that money to fund positions for a non-fatal shooting team, which we didn't previously have. I don't know if we would have made the change. I'm not sure. I think our department does adapt and look into things on their own, but really this provided an opportunity for us to go see other agencies that were doing it, kind of model it after like what other people are doing. And stat-wise, I think in 2024, based on the recent presentation we did in statistics from our GIVE director, we have about a 40% clearance rate on the non-fatal shooting team. And if you compare it to the cases that don't go to non-fatal shooting, those closure clearance rates are about 18%. So it's really, I think it's pretty successful.
We do data-based, data-driven hotspot policing, but you say hotspot policing and the naysayers will say, well, that means stop and frisk. No, hotspot policing is not stop and frisk. In reality, what hotspot policing is a patrol based on Dr. Coper's theory. And Dr. Coper discovered that 15 minutes of foot patrol at random times in any neighborhood can radically shift crime.
The stats are true. Shootings are down, homicides are down, and we're very grateful for that because those two crimes inflict a tremendous amount of harm on the community. However, when you talk to folks that live in this area and you say to them, hey, things are great, crime is down, they'll say to you, oh really? Well, come take a walk with me and let me show you something. And then they'll show you some of the challenges that they're running into that makes their quality of life, in their opinion, subdued.
Guns violence has gone down tremendously. There's been a lot of effort in that area where we can see that, the data shows that gun violence has gone down. Obviously, we still have to deal with the open air drug market, and I think that's something that we're going to start attacking soon.
What I'm grateful for is just recently there's been a giant push with RPD and captains from the East Side section that has been extremely helpful. Even just seeing the RPD officers roam around, just being in the parking lot, on foot, walking around the facilities, walking up and down the streets, that has made a huge difference. My families feel safe.
All this is based on strategies and principles associated with evidence-based policing. And the Public Safety Partnership relies heavily on evidence-based policing principles to affect the changes that they look to affect. It's the implementation of these evidence-based principles is what gets you the most effective, the most community favored, and the most lasting results.
I feel that we have a good relationship. Like, we can call them at any given time, we can share our concerns, and they do address them.
Really what it comes down to when you see effective change, it's because of the dedication of the officers that are working in this area. They take the strategy forward and they take it personally. In fact, this really has nothing to do with me. It's all the Clinton cops that are really doing the successful work.
We are bringing very soon, City Hall at our urging is going to be standing up the ROC 360 program, which is based on Omaha. It is bringing together community-based partners to deal with crime issues, but the police department is not the lead on that. Based on the model, it is a weekly meeting, and all the partners get together and discuss happenings in the city, not just on a crime perspective, but again, other things that they're seeing, and then it's like, okay, everyone getting some skin in the game and getting some understanding and working together. And like I said, they've been doing it for 12 to 15 years in Omaha, and the results in crime reduction that they have seen in the community have just been fabulous. So again, without public safety partnerships, we wouldn't have been aware of the program. We wouldn't have brought it to the Evans administration here, and the Evans administration wouldn't have adopted it for Rochester. So it's been really beneficial. I'm certainly glad that we joined the program, and I certainly hope that it doesn't come to an end, because I mean, as an alumni, we have the opportunity still to be available for peer visits if folks from other cities want to come here. You know, I'm hoping to continue that. I'd like to give back and pay back a lot of the benefits that we receive from doing it, and I just hope that opportunity is still there.